All right. Mark, are you letting your inner child come out?
That's what it says, right?
Okay. All right. As you know, we work in very close quarters. I think Mark and I sit exactly like 13 inches apart on the anchor desk. Kimi and I are all together all the time, 6 hours a day. You may be at the same situation in your house, at work, working really closely with people. So what do different personalities say about each other and the ability to work and live together? Well, we brought in the certified relationship advisor, Haleh Gianni, this morning. We already took the personality test. She's here to break it all down for us and get us some information this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning.
Now, we let her be in charge because apparently we're right on with that assessment.
Yes.
Okay.
She does like to create order, and that's exactly what she's doing right now.
I used to get in trouble in 2nd grade for being too bossy. Okay. So not much has changed.
In fact, you're not being bossy, you're being the boss.
Oh, wow.
You're not the boss of me. Say it.
You're not the boss of me either.
Boy,
That was our inner child.
Yes, the playful side of you.
Okay.
Right. Well, the reality of it is every time we're interacting with someone, we're establishing some level of relationship with them. But the most consistent relationships are the ones that require the most attention and the most investment in. Because essentially, the very differences that offer mutually beneficial relationships, they can be the catalyst behind resentment and misunderstandings, essentially, right?
Okay.
So what the ULT technology does is that it is a patented personality, behavior, and compatibility tool that is used at homes, at work, even with your family members during holiday time. It's a wonderful way to get to know someone from a different perspective.
Now, this did not take any time to take this thing initially. It was
Less than, what, 10
very
minutes
quick.
or so?
And when people take it, Heather alluded to the fact that she saw you must have cheated because it said nice things about you. It's very important that you just be honest and answer very truthfully in that moment. Sometimes you won't even be able to figure out why you're asking the question that you're asking, though.
Absolutely. Right. The beautiful thing and what makes this different than other assessment tools is that it is objective. So we are not really looking at your thought patterns and your value system and your beliefs. We're actually, the test is very simple to take, and there is no right or wrong or pass or fail. However, the algorithm that calculates your answers is very complex. That's why it is a patented instrument, multi-dimensional instrument. So there is no way to actually manipulate it.
We'll let people at home know how they can take the test too, but really quick, with the three of us, because I want to run out of time before we get to this, how do we work best together?
Yes.
Or not.
Or not. Or not. Well, the three of you have a lot of similar traits. That's why you do work well together, and you can spend close, sit together very closely and spend long hours together. However, there are some differences among the three of you, and that's why it creates a very unique, entertaining dynamic for our viewers to watch, and also for you guys to benefit from each other.
How nice of you to think that it's entertaining.
Well, it's entertaining to us.
Okay, because we feel like sometimes we're just entertaining ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the similarities or differences between us?
So here, what happens, there are multi-dimensional aspects of every single one of you because we are so complex in how we operate and how we relate and how we communicate and what drives every single one of you. For example, you are driven by creating order. You're extremely loyal, extremely hardworking, and you're creating order translates into getting the job done.
She's a visionary, it says. She thinks out of the box.
Did you hear that? See?
I'm a rule follower.
Okay, what about the other? Okay.
Right, and Mark, on the other hand, is very optimistic, approachable, very much sympathetic. There's this healer part of you that people relate to, and that makes you
It says sometimes overpowering. Just pointing that out.
Oh, and I admit that. I freely admit that. And I have to go back, because of some of my personality traits that I recognize, I have to go back and apologize. Sometimes after the fact, I have to go back and say, you know what, I was overbearing, I was a jerk, I was a bully, I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah. Well, the reality.
And God bless them because they go, oh, okay, yeah, we get that about you. We forgive you, and now let's go back to work tomorrow.
Right. Okay. The key word is forgiving. Okay, becoming more forgiving of ourselves and everybody that we work with and we're around.
How come I have a clown nose on my picture?
Put that on there.
Nothing to do with that, although it is the playful side of you.
processes information quickly. Aha.
Right. See, Mark, you have a lot of different interests. There are a lot of different things that drive you in life, and that's what we need to pay attention to, because those things could be really interesting to you. They can stimulate you. They can drive you to want to do what you want to do. But to the people outside, people that are observing you, that's where it becomes overpowering, because they don't know what to follow with you.
Okay. Well, how about with Kimi?
Right. Well, Kimi, you're extremely optimistic. You do have a natural thirst for knowledge in terms of the things that you gravitate towards. And the passion is sharing the knowledge with everybody else.
I like to do
Hence
that.
you sharing the ULT assessment with everyone here.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So, right, so there's this part of all of you love attention. You love to give and receive attention.
Not me. No, I don't like attention.
Right,
That's terrible
you
stuff.
do really well with compliments, giving and receiving compliments. So again, Mark, you do like attention, but you need alone time to recharge yourself. You're about
That's
giving
called
and
driving
receiving.
to and from work.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting at the mail.
Absolutely. So you probably have a longer drive.
Haleh, I want to let people know really quick, if you would like to take this personality test, you can do so. Go to 505living.com. And the first 10 viewers that go to the website to take the test will receive a free 30-minute phone session following you taking the test. It is $99 to take the test, but just know that that comes with a free 30-minute consultation with Haleh. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out that everybody can take the test and benefit from it, whether it's at home with your children. So when your child is nagging, has a hard time hearing you, connecting, or doing homework, understanding where the child is coming from. So starting as young as 7 years of age, they can take the test. Your coworkers, when your spouse is needy or frustrated, you'll know how to feed that spouse.
Perfect.
Also with your coworkers.
Haleh, thank you very much.
you so
Really
much.
interesting. Final thought. There's got to be some negatives in our personalities. Is that buried down there somewhere in the information as well?
Well, the negatives is really about where the energy loss is. If you're not doing something that motivates you, you will lose energy. So paying attention to what drives you, whether or not you're operating from that place, is where it's all highlighted in the assessment.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
very welcome.
All right, folks. Hey, stay tuned here for the code word to win a free trip to the UK.
All right. We're back after this.
And don't forget to take me to the UK. Me.
Pick me, pick me.
Me.